very emotional with the visit, in the visit. I mean, I expressed myself, and I let it be known. I've always was a strong, independent, single mother, doing her thing, working hard, bust my behind to get to where I was at as being a single mother, put myself through school, came in top of my class, in every aspect of real estate, went to fashion school, or put myself on top of making sure my son stayed in his academic and his, sports, and make sure of this. Okay, so I didn't need a man, to make me whole or make me feel as though I'm important or special, and I needed that type of love because I had the love for my child and my aunt and my brother. I didn't need you. I didn't need you. You know what I mean? So it's like what I gave you, that was genuine. I didn't come out to be looking for you. Wasn't thinking about trying to meet nobody. It was all about me in the business. Getting people, informing, educating people about, buying, getting into real estate and buying properties. That was what and going to New York and, and with the fashion, you know what I'm saying? Because I knew once I go at night to New York and party, I'll meet up with all the fashion people in the fashion industry, so I had business to handle. So I didn't have time to be wasting time, coming into my child's life, and disrupting things that way. I wasn't a person that used drugs, so you lied to me. You got me on the false pretenses, and that's was a major problem. And I'm like, well, why didn't you tell me this? Why weren't you honest with me? At least let me have the opportunity. You took that from me. You took that opportunity for me to decide whether or not I wanted to continue to see you after that night. The second day that I knew him, I was with him, went on a double date with his mom and her boyfriend. I mean, everything, it was just like times was going by and, meeting his two children and the family members and everybody. And this is something that you leave out. This is a key element that you leave out. How it was like, how dare you? But he was too far into me. I was into him, and now I got to add on you being not only an addict, but you go to jail too. So that's two things. Okay, two things. All right. So he stayed in jail that particular time. That first time with me, I think it was maybe like 6-7 months, and mind you, he got out. He got out on bond. I got him out on bond. I had got him out on bond after I had visited him. I got him out on bond. 4th of July came around. Met the whole family, the whole entire family. And I mean, the 4th of July family all gathered together. And, that was a little overwhelming, for me because I'm I'm a stay true person and I don't have a very small circle, family members and stuff, what I'm saying, that I've always been with. I'm just like this. I'm about that life. This is just the way I am. I'm not that big family type, type of person. I just never been that way. So to get around a whole host of family that way, it was just like a little, me and my son was like, whoa, damn, they get together, they roll hard. I mean, a lot of them too, everybody. But, yeah, I mean, I had got past that, and then he did the same exact thing that got him in jail, got him locked up the first time, and went to jail. So that bond, that money, that was out of there. So years go by. Years go by. And the same exact thing repeatedly happened. Repeatedly. 6 months, 1 year, 2 years. One time, last time it was 4 years. And, no, not the last time, but one time before it was 4 years. Along with the drug use, along with stuff being stolen out my house from me and my son. And like I said, every time he took something from my son, I gotta keep replacing it. So it was always kind of hard for me to get back to where I was, with the way I saved my money. Because I was always having to put back, you see what I'm saying? To put back what was taken. Because I didn't want my son to feel some type of way, because my son loved him. It was just, that was like his father, and it was like, if I leave that gap like that open, it's going to be a major problem, So I always was having to work hard, and put back hundreds and thousands of dollars, of things so everything can be right. I was always trying to make things just right, and that went on for years, I remember one time I got pregnant, and he had just got out of jail. And he went to a halfway house, and he snuck over my house, and we had sex, and I got pregnant, and through so much stress, because he didn't follow the rules with that, and he pretty much like fled the halfway house, and he was on the run. Police, all that, calling me and coming by the house. I'm like, oh my goodness. So all that stress, helped cause my miscarriage, and that was what went on for years and years and years and years. And anytime he got himself clean, it was like everybody pulling at him. Ain't nobody thinking about him when he was out here on these streets, smoking 50 miles an hour. I'm walking the streets at night looking for him, making sure he okay, making sure he ate. I'm the one who was doing that. Me and my son was the one who was worried about him. You know what I'm saying? We was the one who helped scrape him off from that pitiful state that he was in, to brush his tail back up and fatten him back up and get it right. We did that. But as soon as he get clean for a hot minute, it was like we were the last ones. Oh, now everybody else is so important. Everybody pulling all at you. Family members, everybody from every direction. Oh, so-and-so this. Oh, so-and-so this. And we the last ones. I get put back on a back burner. Okay? And I used to be like, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. And that don't last long, because you're trying to be a hero and everybody pulling at you. And that's not going to last long, because that's putting too much pressure on you. You're going to relapse. Okay? Anytime he's doing good, he leaves the house. Family, all that. Oh yeah, everybody's all on Mr. So-and-so. But soon as things don't go right, oh, now my phone's ringing. You calling me. This went on over and over and over and over and over again, through the drugs, through the incarceration, through getting clean for the hot minutes, and back to the same old routine. I dealt with this for 17 years. some might say